So I've got two Epiphone pacemakers here. They're the, I guess, EA50 is what the model is called. And the one here, the dirty one, that's got a Kendrick black frame in it, 10-inch. And this has a stock 10-inch in it. Looks to be a CTS speaker to me. It's got the 137 code at the beginning. They're both made in 1965. Transformers of this one here are December 64. And the volume pot is the first week of January 65. And this one's more down the line, like April 65, something like that. Let me flip this over. I've got the back off this. There's the stock speaker. And what I believe to be the stock tubes, they're all RCAs. You see how nice these cabs are. They're just beautiful hardwood cabinets with big old block square finger joints in the corners. This is the other one. This is the trashy one. It's got the Kendrick black frame in it. And I've got the speaker, I've got the output transformer on a jack so I can put it into other cabs and stuff like that. Anyways, they're 10 watt amps. They sound amazing. I've got two of them on right now, and there's almost no noise whatsoever. And they're both at 1 o'clock. They both have been slightly modified with a little high cut. I put a .0022 on the third lug of the volume pots on both of them. And that's where I find a nice high cut right there that doesn't disturb the basic sound of the amplifier, but takes the super ice picky highs off. These amps were originally made just like the Gibson GA5 Skylark to be for hollow bodies and jazz guitars, etc., and stuff like that were in the late 50s, early 60s. These being 1965, the change when these amps were made, things were just changing, man. Like, things were becoming more rock and roll. Okay, so I'm going to A-B between them, and you'll hear the Kendrick speaker and the stock speaker. I love the CTS speaker. It sounds great. It sounds just as good as the Kendrick. The Kendrick's a little warmer. This is the Kendrick speaker, the amp on the left. That's the stock tone. I've just got a little bit of reverb. Here's no reverb. So I'm adding that verb. Let me turn it back a little bit. And now here's the CTS speaker. Pacemaker with Kendrick. Now back to the stock speaker. An Al Nichols speaker in the stock one, that's CTS. What an incredible sound for a little one knob amp, huh? Little 10 watt one knob amp. Here's back to the Kendrick. Here it's breaking up quicker than the CTS. Now I'm back to the CTS now. Back to the Kendrick. So you can hear the Kendrick's a little muddier, it's got its charms too. Now hit it with some fuzz, how about that? Let's hear what these do with some fuzz. This is first the Pacemaker with the Kendrick. Now back to the stock CTS speaker on the right side amp. Holds up great. Here's back to the Kendrick. Now both amps have the exact same identical high cut at the front end. I'm going to take that fuzz off again. You can just go back to the stock tone here with the bridge pickup. This is a Lindy Fralin steel polar. It's kind of a P90 in the bridge. Now to the stock speaker. That CTS is beautifully detailed. I love it. The tubes could have some bearing on the sound of these amps. I've left them the way they were because they worked fine when I got them, and no reason to screw with it. That one's got all RCAs in it. This one on the left with the Kendrick speaker has got a combination of Mullards and Sovtech, mostly Mullards, but there's like the first preamp tube's a Sovtech in that. Anyways, tale of two Epiphone Pacemaker EA50s. I think it's the best sleeper amp there is. In, this one's in mint condition. It was delivered from Reverb for a lot under $400. It was just over $350, and this one was under $300. And I gigged this one last weekend. It was great. I think these are the best sleeper amp I've ever heard. Sleeper meaning, nobody knows about them. The Gibson's more popular, the Skylark, but this box is way better. This is a way better cabinet. It's a little deeper. It's constructed better. It sounds better. The box sounds better. The Skylark always sounded super thin to me, not just the EQ, but the actual box itself and the build of the... These are 1962 through 1965. This style, as these were. I would try to find one if I was you. They're a fantastic amp. And original transformers. Both filter caps have been changed out. Both amps. And you're looking at even with F&Ts, you're looking at $40 in parts to do that, and you're right back on the road for another 20 years with those caps. What a value. Have a great one now.